Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that are supporting me through subscription service over at Patreon, thank you so very much for that. I greatly appreciate that. If you're interested in supporting the channel in that way, you can look in the video description. In there, there's different ways to support the channel. There's my Linktree links that get you in touch with me at all of my social medias and my Patreon page. If you hit that Linktree link, it'll show you how to book a reading through PayPal. You can pose any questions you might have for me about readings to the Facebook business page. It shows you where that is on Facebook. All of that stuff is there. This is a daily reading for all signs, just to look at the sort of collective energy of what's about for us and what we might want to be aware of. It is originally created for Tuesday, March 30th, but if you're seeing this on a date when it's not Tuesday, March 30th, that doesn't mean that this message may still not be for you. It is a broad spectrum reading intended to reach a lot of people over the course of time. So the way that I speak and the terms that I speak might actually fit you either on the 30th or on another date, right? So if it fits in your life, great. Utilize the reading in whatever way you best see fit. If it doesn't, that's okay too. It doesn't mean anything's wrong. You just might be working on something different at this time. So let's get into this. Also, check out the video description on the YouTube channel, just because there's just other information in there that I need you to know as far as, safety and security and how to use my readings. And subscribe to the channel if you feel so inclined. Hit that like button, that thumbs up button, and the notification bell so you get notified when I go live. I will be trying to go live more often. And so let's see what the cards have to tell us today. All right, we have the devil back again. It's funny we have the devil showing up today because I have been in mad anxiety this morning, if I'm being completely honest. It's almost 11 o'clock my time. Normally I film this earlier. I've taken a hot bath. I've tried to relax. I've been up since early this morning. I had a horrible night's sleep. It's interesting to me that this shows up here. The devil, to me, although, the devil carries all of these big connotations of evil and all of that sort of stuff, it is also a card that kind of has the ability to show us where we're lacking, where we're in fear, where we are vulnerable, where we are not acting in our best interest. Does that make sense? It is major arcana, so it's going to pack a bigger punch. This devil, to me, she feels a little bit stuck. Not only is she stuck and rooted in that mushroom, which to me is rooted flat into the ground. She can't get away. She's also got all of these webs sort of around her, sticking her there, right? The spider's even enveloped into the mushroom of her body. The mushroom, to me, though, makes me feel like she sort of is, in a way, sort of having delusions, right? It could be delusions of fear. It could be delusions of anxiety. The delusions is the mushroom trippy aspect to this card, right? Making sure that we're not taking, like in my case, like the way that I would read this for me right now is not taking my anxieties so seriously that I'm getting delusional about them, right? Going too far off the deep end and letting them pervade everything about my day and ruining my day completely. So for you, for each and every one of you that's watching this, there might be some sort of something that is kind of at your back, bothering you, creeping up behind you in a way. That feeling of unease or distrust might be lingering. And it's there to show you something, ultimately. Like, ultimately, the devil is there for us to conquer it and become free of it, right? And so finding our way out of it is the tricky part. It's possible to do so, but we have to be brave. We have to face it head on. The devil, if you notice in this card in particular, she always holds these cherries, which to me seem like the fruit of our labors, right? The reward. It's a small reward. We can barely see it amidst all of the sort of chaos the devil presents, but it's a reward nonetheless, right? And sometimes it may not feel like a fair trade. Like, I don't want to have to face this to get that. But what we don't realize is once we get it, or once we're free of this, we get so much more for being free of whatever it is that haunts us, right? The devil represents exactly that. Situations, people, memories that haunt us in some way and hold us back from ourselves, from who we are, from our potential, from taking risks, from living our life in freedom, right? The devil is sort of, can be substance abuse, can be overeating, can be overspending of money, can be bad choices, impulsive decisions, all of those things that we do in the moment that we think are instantly gratifying, but then in the end we further see later they cause us fear or anxiety. And I'm certainly in that place this morning. So, and this is, I'm reading this the day before you guys will be seeing this. So it's interesting that this card's showing up right now as I'm going through this morning. I thought I had arranged my energy in such a way that I'm not so sure that this isn't partly due to my energy. I don't know. I'll have to wait and hear from you guys, because I'm going to take this card because we've been seeing the devil a fair amount. I believe this is the third time this month we've seen this card. So I feel like there might be some others out there that are also in anxiety and struggling with that. The beautiful thing is that we have this week, we have that Ace of Pentacles, which is new beginnings. Those could seem scary to us, right? This is from Sunday's reading. This is the underpinning energy. So right now, we're still in that Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, new ideas, new opportunities. So those things could be posing not threats per se, but creating fears in us that are unfounded. That's the mushroom quality to this devil card, like where it's almost psychedelic in nature, where it's not really the reality. We just believe it's the reality, right? So say there's like, just taking an example, say we have a new job interview on the horizon and we're excited about it, but we're also scared to death that we're not going to get it. That fear is where the devil slips in and wants to challenge us in such a way to force us to deal with it, to then maybe either conquer it, and whether we land the job or not, we conquer the fear by showing up, right? But it's that thing, right? It's that challenge that we might have to face to get beyond ourselves, our fears, our limitations. The devil wants us to stay within those limitations. He wants us to stay sort of compliant to his wishes, his desires, our base emotions, right? Fear, anger, resentment. He wants us to stay in those lower vibrations. So this is an opportunity ultimately to break free of this. The devil is associated with the sign of Capricorn. Not that that is neither here or there. Some of you could be dealing with a significant Capricorn, but not all Capricorns are devils, I will say that. But when you piss off a Capricorn, I would say watch out. Now let's see what the Oracle card is. The Oracle card is the White Rose of Hope. I will take it with that devil sitting there. Number 30, which boils down to a 3, which is the mind-body-spirit connection. I will read you the White Rose of Hope's story really quick. To me, there's a peace there within her. If you look at her, she's turned her back on the devil. It's not that she doesn't, I want to say this, like, it feels as though she's aware of the devil's presence. She's aware of the stickiness, the fear, the ugliness, the feeling of being stuck, all of that. But she's choosing to sort of say, not today. I'm moving forward in calmness, in peace, in light, in gratitude. That's this White Rose of Hope. And she moves towards the future as if she's walking away from whatever this situation is that holds her back or doesn't allow her to breathe, to excel, to believe in herself. For each one of you, it's going to be a different formation of that, right? A different type of feeling of that limiting energy that really can bring us down, right? I'm certainly struggling with my own right now. And so what I feel like with this White Rose of Hope is it's not that we deny what we're struggling with. We're aware of it, but we also have to sort of not allow it to overtake us, not allow it to pervade us. This White Rose of Hope is this calm blue color in the card. She almost sort of, her dress sort of wisps and becomes almost like spirit-like, like turning towards our own higher self, our own higher spirit. That number 3 in the card 30 number is the mind-body-spirit connection. We have strength within all 3 aspects of ourselves if we bring them into union together and remind each component that they work with 2 others, right? That's why I always start all of my videos with that triangle with the mind, body, spirit, and then emotions underneath it. When we can align those 4 aspects of the self in equality and balance like that triangle presents, we are a whole and complete being. And the devil has less of a hold on us, if that makes sense. That's why that triangle pyramid visual is on the beginning. It's a meditation that I have, that I do, that I included in there as a subliminal message, so to speak, for you guys to understand about bringing those things into balance. I'm still learning it myself, how to do it for myself. So if you ever want to discuss that, we can have a talk on that at some point. Just leave me a comment. I'll tell you more about it. But this to me is that the white rose of hope is about aligning ourselves with our mind, body, and spirit, and that peace that resides within us, no matter what the conflict is we're dealing with, no matter what the struggle we're dealing with. And some of you with this devil card, you might be dealing with struggles that feel very real, very scary, very in your face, very insurmountable, but they're not insurpassable. Does that make sense? We can get beyond them, and we will. The Hierophant is also coming in the midweek. The Hierophant is a very strong, measured, intelligent energy that will educate us and bring us through this experience. Now, let's read the White Rose of Hope. Hope, beacon, solution, and beginnings. So I love the solution part to the devil card. I love the beginnings to the Ace of Pentacles that underlies this. Sorry, my dog's in the background licking her feet. Tallulah, honey. Tallulah, stop, please. So it kind of ties into both of those energies that are underpinning this right now. We see a woman dressed in a blue gown standing somewhere in a lonely landscape. Darkness surrounds her, but a shining white rose glows like a beacon and illuminates the night. Maybe this woman is lost. Maybe she is uncertain about her feelings, yet thanks to the light of the flower, she can find her way. White roses symbolize hope, new beginnings, admiration, and young love. There are exciting times ahead. So if you are in a darker moment where you're feeling challenged by, it can be a person, a situation, a memory, a pain from the past that wants to keep you pinned, that wants to keep you challenged, it's time to sort of release ourselves and let ourselves walk away from that. That would be the new beginning in the Ace of Pentacles. That would also be following the white rose of hope that resides within us. Let me look to the grounding stone. And remember, the grounding stone for this week is all about happiness, right? That's the theme for the week. Pursuing our happiness. Today is on Snowflake Obsidian, which is a balance of both light and dark, which we see that here not only in the devil, but in the white rose, right? We have dark and we have light. We have a balance of these two. We have red, we have blue. There's this sort of balance. One's facing this direction, one's facing that direction. We get to choose the road we travel on. Choose our passion. Where are we ignited? Where do we feel strongest? If we feel strongest about fighting the devil and conquering it, by all means, go ahead and do so. It could be, a struggle. I'm going to be honest. It could be a challenge. I will say that you're probably, anybody that's ready to face it and thinks that they're ready to face it, more than willing. I think that you're able to meet those challenges, but keep that calmness, that centeredness, that mind, body, spirit connection, and that peace that's presented in this white rose of hope while doing so. Pursuing your passion, what makes you happy, what brings you joy. Yesterday's word was enjoy too. There's a focus on this week about bringing in that energy of positivity and what draws us naturally towards things, not sort of repelling us against or away from things. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to you guys. Although this feels like this could be a bit of a struggling or challenging energy today, I think that it will teach us quite a bit and bring us quite a bit of peace and bring us a lot closer to that with which what we want. That's that passion stone too, versus whatever it is that we've been sort of either avoiding or mulling over for a long period of time. Again, we have a lot of earth energy coming up, and Capricorn, devil is earth energy too. So that should also produce grounding and all of that. It's all to make us stronger. Keep that in mind. With the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Hierophant, which is Virgo, and then the Two of Pentacles. And yesterday was the Six of Pentacles. So it's earth. It's dealing with this physical stuff that manifests in our lives. I love you guys and have a great day. Please hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. Please, if you're having a hard time, reach out either to me or to somebody else. Let them know where you're at. Don't feel any shame or sadness or weirdness. Share your truth. Share the light that is in that white rose, right? If you share that and you let people know where you are, you can feel less lonely and feel less trapped, feel less afraid if you are going through that as you're seeing this video. That's what I mean by this video is for the 30th of March. But if you're watching this and it makes sense to you, 2 years from now, please utilize it. Listen to the message and take this message and utilize it to the best of your ability to help you move yourself away from whatever is holding you back in your life. All right? And to pursue your passions. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support, for the views, for everything. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.